হ্যালো,
Hi.
আমাদের আজকের চ্যাপ্টার is static electricity, right? So we're going to be trying static electricity book paper. So as we're going to go through the class, I would like you guys to to just pay attention so you can give me feedback. So set up করে like once a week I try to do something like this. We're just going to try some new ways of doing classes. So point number 1, bear with patience, and point number 2, if you guys have any feedback, make sure you give it. This is good. Yeah, this is nice. Guys, you like this view?
Yes.
সুন্দর আছে. So আজকে what we're going to do is we're just trying out this whole thing. So একটা content আমরা করবো আজকে. We're going to study static electricity, right? So static electricity থেকে আমরা basic idea take. So static থেকে, do you guys have any ideas, or anyone wants to share anything that they think what is static electricity? But everyone knows what electricity is, right? What's electricity?
Flow of electrons.
Achha. So that's going to be electricity. So what is static? What does static mean, Petra?
Not moving.
Yeah. So when you put static and electricity together, what do you think you get?
Build up of stationary charge.
Yes. Build up of stationary charge, or basically stationary charge. Right? So as you can see, we've got these interesting things. So these are marbles, and you can see that we've made these sort of layouts here. Anyone creative enough to say that what it might be that we're representing here?
The electrons present in two different objects.
Electrons present in
Charges.
different objects. So charges present in different objects. Why do you think these might be electrons?
Because they move
Bola?
and electrons move, other charges don't.
The electrons move, other charges don't. Are these moving?
Those aren't moving.
Achha. Number 1. Number 2, are they organized in a certain manner?
Yes.
What sort of manner are they organized in?
Regular.
Repeating structure, right? So do you see electrons do this, Kokono?
No.
These are atoms.
That's right. So what are we concluding? What are these?
Atoms.
Atoms in what
Solid.
structure? Mhm.
Regular.
Yes, it's a repeating structure, so it's either solid material, or you can say it's a metal, which is a regularly repeating lattice structure. Okay, so yes, Ahon, let's get rid of one of these. Let's focus just on this one for now. So okay, creative people, AJ, what do you think these are? Guramoris.
The delocalized electrons.
You're taking that. Yes, correct. These are delocalized. I will use my mind to move these particles. Watch me move these particles with my mind. So yeah, this is supposed to be delocalized electrons. The whole idea that I'm trying to say with this setup is that usually these are atoms, but to be more specific, these are nuclei. So what it should be is একটা nucleus-এর মধ্যে যতগুলো positive charge আছে ততগুলো negative charge থাকবে electrons around the nucleus. So এই full setup-এর charge-টা কি হওয়া উচিত?
Neutral.
That's right. Good. How do you think I would represent charging up this metal negative?
Go more of those.
Yeah, we sprinkle more morichir gura. That's right. So this is like adding more electrons. So basically we're making it negatively charged. These are just some basic ideas, okay? How do I make the whole thing positively charged?
Remove those sprinkles.
So this is charging it positively. একটা important জিনিস আছে কিন্তু it's not like the electrons সব নাই হয়ে যায়. That's a very inaccurate and untrue representation of static electricity. In reality, just a small fraction of these electrons go away. So এখন the question comes to why we call this chapter static electricity. Static. So static আমরা কি ধরলাম? Static means basically not moving, and electricity. This entire chapter is about electrons being stuck somewhere, not going anywhere, but একটা জায়গায় আটকে আছে. Right. So if it's not static electricity, what do you think it should be called?
Sir, current electricity.
এই যে বলে ফেলছে, current electricity. That's right. Let's try to write it other side. Electricity. Yeah? So if the current is moving, it's called current electricity. And if the current is not moving, it's called static electricity. Really simple. So this entire chapter is going to be discussing about non-flowing current. So basically when you have a build-up of charge and it's not going anywhere, we call it static electricity. Is that clear? It's a very important concept here that you all have to understand. How do you charge an object? Charges are made of two types, right? We have positive charges and we have negative charges. The positive charges are usually inside the nucleus. The source of those charges are protons. Negative charges are basically, these are called electrons.
A few moments later.
Why are they what? What? So yeah, guys, anyone can come up with why we did this whole elaborate thing of explaining where electrons are and protons are and all of that? There's a very important reason.
I think because only electrons can charge or discharge an object.
So that you can understand that to charge or discharge something, you literally add or remove electrons from the setup. তুমি যদি electrons add করো, it becomes negatively charged. তুমি যদি electrons remove করো, it becomes negatively charged. Sorry, positively charged. Basically what I'm asking is, how do you add or remove electrons from a material?
Sir, through rubbing.
Any ideas? Acha, that's one, through rubbing.
Earthing?
Earthing, yeah, you can add or remove electrons, but ultimately it neutralizes it. Whenever something touches earth, it becomes neutral. So it's not a method of charging, it is a method of discharging. So, earthing we will discuss. So rubbing is one way of actually charging up things. So let's talk a little about rubbing. How does it actually charge? So say for example, this is a piece of cotton. Because there's going to be lots of different things throughout the discussion, but for now it's a piece of cotton. তার নিজের electron আছে, ঠিক আছে? And this is a piece of plastic, say for example. So you have cotton and you have plastic. So cotton নিয়ে I rub it. Ultimately আমরা জানি যে plastic becomes negatively charged and the cotton becomes positively charged. Very important thing আছে about the cotton. What is that?
Dry.
Very good. Dry cotton হইতে হবে. If it's not dry, তখন একটু সমস্যা আছে, ওই যে earthing হয়ে সারাক্ষণ neutral থাকে. But if it's dry cotton, rubbing with plastic, what should I do here to represent the result?
Move the electrons
Oh yes, correct. Where do we move the electrons?
from the cotton to the plastic.
That's right. Charging can be done by friction, because electrostatic charging by friction.
A few moments later.
Sajid, chalo asho. So Sajid is going to show you guys some amazing magical tricks using static electricity. Be amazed. So what sort of tissue do we have to use here, guys? Dry. That's right. Okay.
One eternity later.
Yes, nice. এইভাবে নয় দেখা যাবে না, এখন আর হচ্ছে না, এই যে হয়েছে না। Let's try taking something else plastic. Hey, the head duster thing. Okay, so duster thing. I have no idea how to do this. Oh my god! Wow! Amazing! Did you see that? That's static electricity, guys. So yes, we have one more thing to show you guys. Ta-da! A plasma ball. So like, if you touch it at one point, you're going to flash it. So it's not exactly static electricity. It's actually very high voltage and everything. Plasma ball. But the reason we're showing it is because its behavior is a little comparable to when you have something really highly charged. For example, মাঝখানের যে ইয়েটা আছে না, central ball যেটা ওইটা highly charged যখন হয়, that's when it creates this discharge through the air around it. So that's why it's called a plasma ball. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye. Bye bye.